I'm a dietitian, mom of three, and I am showing you exactly what I eat in a day to stay fueled, support my milk supply, and maintain my healthiest weight, all while keeping it super simple. You don't need complicated recipes or hours in the kitchen to eat well, boost your energy, and feel like yourself again. So if you're new here, hey there, I'm Brooke. I'm a registered dietitian, lactation counselor, mom of three, and coffee lover. And I help moms reach their healthiest weight, feel like themselves again without sacrificing their favorite foods or their milk supply. And on my channel, I make nutrition for busy moms simple so that you can feel better faster. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and that little bell notification so that you never miss a new video. And give this video a thumbs up if you love seeing realistic meals that don't take all day long. So my approach to food and nutrition is actually pretty simple. And part of it is because I have three small children running around. And so I'm already living in chaos. I don't have time for more chaos. So I really, when I'm planning out my meals for the week, I'm thinking about real foods, meats, fruits, vegetables, grains. We keep it really balanced and I don't overthink it. I don't use a lot of fancy ingredients. I keep my meals very simple. So all of my meals are going to include protein, fiber, and healthy fats and different types of colors. This combo keeps my blood sugar steady, my energy high, and my hormones supported. And I build all of my meals again around real mom life because I do work out every morning and I'm trying to get the kids out the door, work. I mean, it's chaos a lot of times in my house. So I'm just gonna walk you through what I actually eat in a day, from breakfast after my morning workout to collagen latte to my lunch, my meals, my snacks, so that you have just an idea of, maybe this will spark an idea for you of what you could add into your day. So I start my day with a quick workout before the kids wake up, although my 3-year-old has been joining me. Once I'm done working out, I make breakfast for me and the kids. Ideally, I get breakfast ready for all of us before my kids get up. Sometimes they're like in the process of getting up, but I try to do all of that right away when my house is quiet. Usually my meal includes eggs, chicken sausage, peppers or onions that are chopped up, and I add a side of berries, whatever we have on hand. We always have strawberries, blueberries, raspberries on hand. These are great sources of fiber and antioxidants. If I'm really in a hurry, I'll just kind of scramble my eggs and then I will throw in like a chicken sausage and microwave it. And again, this is going to be fast and keep my blood sugar stable all morning. And it really keeps me full. After I get home from dropping the kids off, this is when I have my glorious collagen latte. So I don't drink my coffee on an empty stomach. I drink a full bottle of water during my workout in the morning. And then I have another bottle of water with my breakfast. And then I drink my collagen coffee usually around 10 a.m. after I come home from dropping my kids off. The reason is I know that if I have coffee on an empty stomach, it's going to spike my cortisol levels. It makes me jittery. It just doesn't make me feel my best. And so we want to hydrate before we caffeinate. And this gives me about 20 grams of protein. So I just add some milk and then I add an espresso latte pod. And then I just add in some collagen powder, the unflavored kind. And so when you mix the collagen powder and milk in there, then you're going to get some extra protein. You can add a little vanilla or cinnamon if you want some extra flavor. And it's just a quick way to have kind of this healthier, kind of filling snack in the morning. And honestly, for me, it's more about the ritual. This is what I drink as I start working in the mornings. And it's just something I really look forward to and enjoy. So lunch is one of two things. Usually it's just leftovers from one of my busy mom meals. Sometimes I'll throw together some random things if I don't have a meal pre-portioned and ready for the week. A lot of times if I need to throw something together because I don't have a busy mom meal then ready to go, we'll do something like a Lunchable style thing where I'll grab, cheese, meat, crackers, fruits, veggies, hummus, kind of do a charcuterie board. A lot of times if I have chicken sausage or a salad kit on hand, I'll mix those together and then add a string cheese. Sometimes I'll do my Greek yogurt and then again, salad kit. There's some really good chicken that you can even air fry, the Real Good brand. It's all gluten-free because I have celiac. And so every once in a while I air fry some of those strips and then I'll have maybe some yogurt or some sort of fruit or veggie on the side, really whatever we have on hand. Kind of depends on the day if I have an afternoon snack or if I just have an evening snack. It really depends on what time I eat lunch, what time we eat dinner. We have small kids, so we tend to eat dinner around 5 p.m. If I have a late lunch at let's say 1:30 or 2, I did have a morning snack alongside my coffee. I'm not going to have an afternoon snack because it's only 3 hours hours until dinner time. But if I have 5 hours before dinner time, I'll usually have an afternoon snack. So it really kind of varies based on how filling my lunch was, what time I ate. If I don't have an afternoon snack and I have a really early dinner, then a lot of times I'll do a snack before bed. This isn't necessarily like a 9 or 10 p.m. snack. This is more, if we eat dinner at 5 with the kids, more like a 7:30 p.m. Snack. And again, a lot of times it's just so that I can hit my protein and fiber for the day. And I don't want to go to bed super hungry because this can disrupt our sleep. We also don't want to eat a huge snack, spike our blood sugar right before we go to bed either. So we want to be just kind of cautious with the timing and what we're actually eating at this time. When it comes to snack options, some of my favorite ones are just Greek yogurt or cottage cheese because those I can just grab and go. String cheese, I love dairy. So we always have some sort of dairy. And then we always have beef sticks on hand. I like the True bars or our X bars. Those are just really easy grab and go options. We also always have berries on hand. Sometimes we have trail mix. So sometimes I'll just grab some handful of berries and a handful of nuts. You can always I love peanut butter with apples as well. So that's just kind of like sweet option. So it really, again, depends on how hungry I am. And it depends on kind of when the last time I ate was. So I'll do more of a filling snack if it's been a while or I'm trying to really be held over for a few hours versus if it's a bedtime snack and I'm not super hungry, but I just want to have a little something, then I may do something that's a little bit lower in protein. When we're eating consistently enough throughout the day, it's going to prevent cravings and overeating. If you're letting yourself go like 6-7 hours without eating during the day, you're likely going to overeat. So dinner in our house is fast, simple, balanced. Usually it's one of our busy mom meals. So I'll either grab like a lazy mom meal from in there, one of the crock pot meals, the sheet pan meals, or just one of the meals that we have for the week. In our house, we all eat meat. So we usually have some sort of protein source. It kind of varies. A fiber source. So we always have frozen veggies on hand. That just makes it so easy. You can either microwave them, you can throw them in the air fryer, you can roast them, you can steam them. There's so many options for veggies. Or if we have salad kits on hand, those are just a great side. Like I said, we always have fruit on hand for me and my kids because we are obsessed with fruit in our house. And then some sort of healthy fats. So it's really easy to add healthy fats into your dinner. You can just add a little olive oil on top of things. I'll add a little grass-fed butter with what you're cooking. You can add nuts. You can add cheeses. I grew up in Wisconsin, so huge cheese lover here too. There's so many easy options just to add some healthy fats into your meal. So when you kind of balance it that way, you're going to feel better. You're going to have better energy, better mood. I don't do complex meals. Like it is, if I'm cooking, which normally I am, then it is 15 minutes or less prep time. And it is 10 ingredients or less, like very simple. On the weekends, especially in the summer, my husband loves to smoke meat. A lot of times he'll use the smoker on the weekends and make like pork roast or chicken wings or just kind of random things. If we ever have smoked meat, he'll just batch it and then we'll eat the meats in different types of ways throughout the week. So we might do like a pulled pork sandwich with some fruit and veggies for the side one day. And then we might throw the pulled pork on maybe some nachos where we take a few tortilla chips and then we add in our guacamole, our salsa, and our veggies, kind of mix it up that way. If you have somebody in your house that loves to just smoke meat like my husband, and that's a great option to just kind of batch. And then we will also make a ton of pulled pork on the smoker. We will freeze it in small little containers and then throw it in the freezer. That way, if we want to thaw some of it, we're only thawing enough for that night so that it's really simple. Honestly, breakfast for me, like I keep breakfast pretty much the same every day because I just don't want to have to think in the morning. And then lunch, again, I like to mix it up. We have our family favorites for sure, but at the end of the day, I do like trying a few new recipes every single week or just recipes that we haven't done in a while and kind of mixing it up. But again, it is so easy to just kind of mix and match random things. Like it doesn't have to be this thing where you're prepping every Sunday for hours. You don't have to do these blogs where there's, hour-long prep and cook time unless you enjoy that. If you enjoy cooking and you enjoy that kind of thing, like that's amazing. Good for you. I'm not that dietitian. I became a dietitian truthfully because I love to eat, not because I love to be in the kitchen cooking cooking and cleaning up dishes. So if you want to make eating this way effortless, then definitely check out Busy Mom Meals, because inside I give you weekly meal plans, grocery lists, and 15-minute high protein recipes that make healthy eating really simple and doable. And if your goal is regarding postpartum weight loss, feeling like yourself again, better energy and mood, better milk supply, then you definitely want to check out my free workshop for postpartum moms. So you can click the show notes for either of those links. If this video is helpful, hit that thumbs up button and subscribe for more nutrition and health tips for moms every single Tuesday. Comment below with which meal idea you are trying this week, or one new thing that you took away from this episode. Come hang out with me over on Instagram if you're not already, over at Nutrition for Mamas. And remember, you deserve to feel good again.